Hello YouTube modeling community. It's been a long time. Took some time off doing that work thing and having issues with the migraines, and if you've got a headache you can't enjoy building a model. I've attempted to start this twice before and really didn't get anywhere with it. This is the current issue of what I had as a kid, known as the Boondocker. And for some reason the Boondocker was one of my all-time favorite model kits. I remember my dad getting it for me probably around 1975 or 76 while we were up in Rhode Island. My dad picked that up for me, and whenever Toto's Hold the Line came out is when he got it for me, because we got both the same day, and I think the department store was called Maze up in Rhode Island. But anyway, enough of that. This is basically where I've gotten with it so far. I'm painting, you may not like the color, but I really dig this coppery bronze gold. Alright, so with that, I really have no choice but to go with a buck colored interior. This is what I've done so far. In the front there, I'm going to paint the carpet a darker tan, and then for the back I'm going to put a rubber. And you know, this is painted body color, and then I'll paint the door panels with the buck color. I basically just did the engine the way I wanted to do it. Remember, my dad had a 75 Blazer and his engine was orange. But one thing I noticed about this kit is nowhere in the instructions does it tell you anything about these side pipes. I'm going to attempt to use them. I am going to make this as a vehicle that someone owns and goes to work. Also, it has this air cleaner that they do not mention about in the instructions. I'm doing that too because, as you well know, I'm a loose cannon here. These tires are really sweet. These are just like the tires that were on it when I was a kid, and they have branding, something you never see on Revell monogram kits anymore. On the decal sheet, they give you various size versions of these. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use that decal, but the small one that you may put on the toolbox or something, but I'm going to put one of them on the front windshield over here and on the back window of the tailgate here, like it's a parking permit. I have, I had two Boondocker kits, and the first Boondocker kit, I could almost swear that the grill was maybe a year earlier, for argument's sake, maybe a 70 or 71 grill. But I could almost swear that my first Boondocker kit had the bar across here that had Chevrolet imprinted in it. But I do remember this grill on the second one I built. The first one I built, my brother carved a hole in the hood and I put the velocity stacks, and then the second one I built it kind of stock. My old kits never had the toolbox or the hard hats. Definitely had these fuel tanks. I got to dip fuel tanks, hard hats in the toolbox. I'm going to dip them in the easy off and get that chrome off. I don't know if I'm going to use those fuel tanks or not, but I'm going to be painting them red. All gasoline tanks, I know by law, have to be red. Anyway, even back then. In the process of doing the dashboard, I have to paint the wood on it. Got to look it up and see if this gets painted wood. I don't believe so. I think it stays body color, but I know the instrument panel has to be wood. And here's my wheels. I painted the center of it steel. And that's about it. You know, here's the steering wheel. Got to do that properly. Kind of wish I had a better steering wheel, and if you could see it, it's got a little bit of a bend up there. It was bent back pretty bad. I dipped it in boiling water and I straightened it out the best I could. Went through my parts box. I don't have much in it, and I just don't have a steering wheel for it, so I'm going to have to bite the bullet and use this bad boy. But I'm taking it slow on this one. I'm still not really feeling all that great, but sitting here and doing this is really enjoyable. I'm really digging it. Here's my top. Even though it's too late, it's already done and painted. In the comments, let me know what you think about this color combination. I like it a lot. I don't know, I dig some weird color combinations, and as you guys well know, I'm a freaking nut for turquoise. So, and by the way, when I looked real versions of this vehicle up on Google for images, guess what colors I saw? Turquoise. But I think three vehicles painted turquoise and white. I think that's good enough. So I'll leave the turquoise alone. But anyway, guys, this is where I am. I've got to wait for my axles to dry, because when I was doing this, they wanted to collapse, so I stuck the metal axles into it so that the axles won't collapse underneath the clothespins. And that's where I'm at. Oh, here's my suspension parts. Did those off-road shocks. I'm definitely gonna use them, so I'm gonna put the side pipes. I'm reckoning where this guy lives, they don't care if he doesn't have mufflers on his vehicle, but I'm pretty stoked about these side pipes here. Don't know how they go on, but I'm sure I'll figure it out no problem once I get it going. If not, then I'll go ahead and I'll put these exhaust cones on, just like I always did. Anyway, that's it, guys. Take it easy. Hope everyone's doing good and have a really great and safe Labor Day weekend. Bye.